Okay, now it's working. Cool. All right, I can see the stream. Nice. All right, let me just get this going so I can watch my own stream and see the chat. Make sure everybody's good. There we go. All right, cool. So, yo, what's poppin', Poké Pals? Rare TCG coming at you with a brand new live stream. Today, I am going to prove to everybody on the internet that Mega Darkrai EX is an actual threat in today's format. Now, I have been getting some comments saying, oh, you know, Mega Darkrai isn't that good. Oh, Mega Darkrai isn't that good. Y'all are sleeping on this card. Like, for real. It has two phenomenal attacks. For 2 Dark Energy, it has Dusk Raid, which does 110 damage, which is a lot for 2 energy on a basic, mind you. But then it does an extra 110 if you have any bench Pokemon that already have damage counters on them, which is even crazier to think. Now, of course, we have the real meat and potatoes of this card, which is for 3 Dark Energy, you have Abyss Eye. Abyss Eye says that if your opponent's active Pokemon is affected by any special condition, you just automatically knock them out. Now, what they mean by special condition is this is literally anything. Burn, sleep, poison, paralysis, even confusion. And, of course, the Dark Bell card just came out with Mega Darkrai. Yeah, and it says that if you have no Dark Pokemon in the active position, then, if you have a Dark Pokemon in the active position, then it's not confused, but all non-Dark Pokemon are confused. I've also paired it with the A-Spec of Dangerous Laser. This is an A-Spec that you never see, but I was like, you know what? This is perfect for what we're trying to do here. Dangerous Laser says your opponent's active Pokemon is now burned and confused. It is a one-time use A-Spec, but if you need to get that status condition on your opponent's active Pokemon for Darkrai, just slap this bad boy down and bada bing, bada boom. They're burned, confused, and then you just take them out. Now, of course, we need a stadium in this deck, so we have the Dizzying Valley. Dizzying Valley is an interesting stadium card that came out in, I believe it was Phantasmal Flames, yes. Dizzying Valley says that confused Pokemon, both your opponent's and yours, don't recover from that special condition when they evolve or devolve. So if my opponent is playing a bunch of basic Pokemon, I could just confuse them, and then even if they evolve, they'll still be confused while I'm still setting up my Darkrai. So that's a great little addition. Another sleeper pick for Mega Darkrai is Lisia's Appeal. This is a supporter card that you never see. It's basically a boss's orders, but it only works on basic Pokemon. So if your opponent has a basic bench Pokemon, you could just bring it up to the active position. And if you do, using the supporter, that Pokemon is now confused. So we have a couple of ways of getting the confused status condition onto our opponent, as well as making it stick. On top of that, we also have some Pokemon that are supporting our Mega Darkrai. We have Brambleghast that came out in Phantasmal Flames with its Prison Panic ability. It says that when you evolve this Pokemon from Bramblin from your hand, you could just straight up confuse your opponent's active Pokemon. So we have 4 Brambleghast in the deck. That's 4 ways to confuse my opponent. We have the A-Spec Dangerous Laser. That's 5 ways to confuse my opponent. Then we have 4 Dark Bells. That's 9 ways to confuse my opponent. And then we have 2 Lisia's Appeal. That's 11 ways to get a status condition on my opponent's Pokemon. So it's a very dangerous combination, and I feel like you guys are sleeping on Mega Darkrai. I think this is going to be a top tier threat, and I'm going to try and prove that to you guys today. Also, I am now just looking at the chat. What is going on, my friend? Chef Husky, how are you today? Great to see you. So, let's go over today's objectives before we hop on the ladder. For those of you who are new to the channel and have no idea what I'm talking about, we here at Rare TCG, we like to complete objectives while we are trying to showcase a specific card or a specific deck. Our main objective is the same as always. It is to win a game or 2. I say or 2 because if the deck is performing well and I want to showcase multiple wins just so you guys know that it's not just a fluke or a one-off kind of moment and that this deck is supposedly functioning as it's supposed to function. But then we have 2 side objectives which are tailored to the specific card or deck that we are trying to showcase. And for Mega Darkrai, our first side objective is that we have to set up Darkrai without the help of Toxtricity. I didn't mention Toxtricity before, but yes, Toxtricity has the Sinister Surge ability, which allows us to search our deck for a Dark Energy, and put it onto one of our bench Pokemon. And of course, we have 2 copies of Pecharunt EX just so we can get Toxtricity and Darkrai in and out of the active position as easily as possible. And then for our second side objective, we have to win a game without using Abyss Eye. So we basically have to just rely solely on Dusk Raid. I don't know how easy or difficult that's going to be, hence why I made it a side objective for today. But yeah, that's pretty much the whole deck. I hope you guys are excited for today's live stream. What is in the description right now of the live stream is not the finalized deck list. I would like to maybe edit this deck as we go along and see what you guys think, because I would like to make Mega Darkrai a real staple threat in this format. So without further ado, let's go hit the ladder. We'll play a couple games, see how many wins we can get today, and see how this goes. All right, while this is loading, I'm going to start reading some things from chat. Oh, and Joe is also in the live chat, I see. Very nice. What's up, Joe? Got Chef Husky in the house, 713. Also in the house. What's up, party people? Hope we're having a good day. All right. So now you guys are going to see what it's like for me to play in my area without any cuts or anything like that. This is raw, unedited footage of rare TCG playing. All right, game 1, starting things off with a lone Bramblin in the active position. Not too happy about that. Great way to start things off here, PTCGL. Oh, and it looks like we're going up against the hide and sneak deck that I showcased on the channel the other day. Love, love, love this archetype, the hide and sneak. So let's see how we go here. I got Buddy-Buddy getting Dunsparce. I don't know why everybody wants to play hide and sneak with the Dunsparce. I played it without the Dunsparce draw engine, and I felt like it flowed so smoothly without it. So I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but oh, beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted. That's going to get me 2 Toxels. What else do I realistically want here? Kind of feel like I need a Lillie for next turn because this hand is kind of garbage. So I think I'm just going to go for the Lillie here. And I'll attach this to you. That way I have a way to retreat in the future. And we'll just pass. Oh, nice, Joe. He just got his dinner delivered. He's ready to sit down and watch some rare TCG while he eats dinner. That sounds like the best method of eating your food to me. Watching some TCG with your boy, rare TCG, eating some good food. I'm jealous. I'm not going to lie. I just had a bagel. That was my lunch. And now I'm here. Also, chat, let me know how the audio sounds, because I do want to work on the audio during this live stream after we're done showcasing Darkrai, once more people show up. Because apparently people have been writing in my comment section that my audio has not been sounding well, which I don't know why, because I'm using the exact same microphone that I've been using. And I know it's not like a new microphone. It's an Elgato Wave 3. I bought it, I want to say like 4 years ago, maybe? So I don't know. It definitely doesn't sound like it should be that bad, but I don't know. We'll go through my audio settings after we're done with today's video, and we'll see what happens. All right, Joe says the audio sounds fine to him. I don't know. I think it's the thing like with OBS, because that's the recording software that I use. Okay, 713 also says it sounds fine. Okay, interesting. I think it's just the OBS being silly. Like, if I try to record while doing a voiceover, like the audio gets weird. I might have to just like record the video and then just like play Audacity in the background while I'm recording. Maybe that would solve my video issue, but I don't know. It is slightly echoey, but could just be because I have you on my, okay, could be car speaker. It could also be because I'm in my office right now and there isn't like a lot in the office. So this room does tend to have a natural echo, and I have the door closed because my wife is sleeping in the other room. So that could be an issue too. All right, we're gonna get ourselves Fez. We got ourselves 2 Poké Pads. So all I need is just 1 energy there. Oh my God. This is absolutely incredible. This is exactly what I wanted to see. We just got Darkrai set up. That's actually insane. All right, let me do this. Let's attach this to you. And just like this, I'm already got my Darkrai set up. All right. And technically, I could go for my... Well, we've already failed side objective number 1 because we're using Toxtricity, but we could work towards side objective number 2 right about now. So we're going to do that. We're going to do this. I'm going to use my Pecharunt to put my Darkrai into the active position, like so. And we're just going to swing here for Dusk Raid, taking out my opponent's Bayonet. I do need to be careful of that Delmise, though, because he does hit for quite a lot of damage. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much how the deck functions. Darkrai's biggest issue is that not only is he weak to grass, but he only has 280 HP. What's up, Bulba? Good to see you in the stream, my friend. I may have to swing with Toxtricity as well. You're right, Joe. Especially since they are weak to dark. And that would also clear me for side objective number 2, so not a bad idea. But yeah, Darkrai's biggest issue is that he only has 200 HP, which I know, he only has 280 HP, but in today's format, 280 is nothing. Mega Lucario could hit that number easily for 2 energies, which is crazy to say. Yeah, they got the Delmise ready. I'm pretty sure they have, yeah, they got 8 in there. All right, we're going to take the hit, but not well. We got 230. All right. Petrel. All right. I think I want to take out these Delmises as quickly as possible. So I'm going to do exactly like Joe said. And I'm going to try to set up a Toxtricity. I'm also going to try setting up the Pecharunt because that could come in handy later. Hold on. I got chat going on over here while I'm trying to make moves. Hold on 1 second, chat. Love you guys too, but I'm going to need 1 second to focus. All right, let's bring in Toxtricity. Let's get rid of their stadium, just so that they don't have stadium control. And we're just going to one-shot them because of weakness with the gentle slap, which wasn't so gentle. Taking out my opponent's Delmise. Good, and we leave a 1 prizer in the active position. Beautiful. Hero's Cape. I mean, you could. I just wanted to use the laser because I felt like it was an aspect that nobody ever uses, and it's like, what better time to use the laser? Hence why I'm using it, but you could absolutely go with a Hero's Cape. I want to see TCG cooking. Lurantis EX. Oh, yeah, Joe. I'm so excited to try Lurantis EX. I haven't made a deck with it yet, but I read it, and I was like, yeah, I have to make a video on this. It only has 280 HP. If you told me this to anyone back in Gen 5, you'd think you were insane. Yeah, seriously, Bulba, right? Only 280 HP, but 280 HP is like the bare minimum today. It's insane how much power creep has gotten to us. I promised you guys I was going to do a little more live streaming over the summer because I'm here. You know, why not? So here we are. We're live streaming. We're having a good time. I'm having some laughs with the boys while we're playing some TCG. It's a good Tuesday. It's a very good Tuesday. All right, they got themselves the Poltergeist in the active position. Yeah, they definitely have 6 in the... Yeah, they definitely have 6. All right, so they're going to put 40. Is that enough to take out? No, Darkrai's going to survive with just 10. Thank God. But now the issue becomes I need to get another Darkrai set up. I also need to find... I might have to add an energy recycler to the deck. Yeah, I think energy recycler might be a good idea for situations like this. But then again, I was not expecting myself to be using a Toxtricity in today's video, but here we are. At least not for attacking purposes anyway. I think I'm just going to do this just to thin the deck a little bit and just to get that in case we need it. I don't think we do, but you never know. Do I want to take out the Sinistcha? Yes, I do, because he's spreading damage, and I'm not a fan of that. And Darkrai's way too close to KOing. So I was going to say I might have brought up the Delmise, but Delmise is the least of my issues right about now. Oh yeah, Joe, you got something special on your channel for Tuesdays? I can't wait for that. Looking forward to it, my guy. All right. Hopefully. All right. Well, they lost all their Sinischas. That's good. Unless they have a, what do you call, a Night Stretcher or something to that effect. We got 10 people watching right now and 4 likes on the stream. Let's keep it up, people. I like that. And if you love Pokemon TCG, don't forget to subscribe and leave some likes. And everyone went insane over tag teams and quitting over them, but now we have megas and they're kind of balanced. Honestly, I don't know how I don't know if I would say megas are balanced in today's format. I think they were more balanced before in the XY era when you had to give up your turn and when you mega evolved, unless you had Link attached. Because now that you're evolving straight up from like Riolu to like Lucario and getting that shoot, like that's a massive jump in power. Like I feel like there should be. I mean, yeah, we give up 3 prizes, but I don't know. I feel like it was more balanced beforehand. Maybe I'm just crazy. Oh, Joe says he's gonna be cooking up rare TCG level decks. That should be fun. I don't know. I have a very unique play style. Don't see a lot of people playing like me. Megas are fine until you look at the 1 energy megas with yes, exactly, Joe. The 1 energy cost attacks like Mega Frostlass, combine that with Wally's Compassion. It's disgusting. And that happened to me while I was playtesting this Darkrai, actually, was that I couldn't get my opponent confused. Oh, damn, Spiritomb. I couldn't get the... That's 4 prize cards. Jesus. I couldn't get the Frostlass confused, so I just kind of had to just take the L on that one. Also, I think we just lost. Ugh, Jesus. That's not cool. Yeah, no, I think we just lost. Damn. I got another Darkrai, but that doesn't help me. I need an energy. All right, Fez, I need you to get me an energy. Ah, there we go. Ask and you shall receive. Okay, so Delmice is my biggest issue right now, so I'm definitely going to bring him up. And I'm just going to take him out. And hopefully that was the right call, because Spiritomb... Actually, no, we still lose, because Spiritomb is just going to quadruple the damage on... Yeah, I'm Bramblin. Doesn't matter. Damn. All right. We did all right in this matchup. It's just we didn't have... They were 1 prizer, so Darkrai does struggle against 1 prize decks. Yeah, damn. All right. First game, first L. Don't love to see that. Oh my, it's a Slowpoke cat. What? I want that. I love Slowpoke. Hold on, I gotta take a second here. Hold on. Ooh, who's adding me here? No, sorry. You are not a Poképal. Can't add you. Or a friend of mine IRL. Oh, they have a Slowpoke cat. Oh, that's adorable. I'm keeping that in. That's it, brother. It completely goes off my entire ensemble, so I'm not going to keep it. But I'm glad to know I have that. Draw consistency is a bit lacking. Yeah, I do see that. That's why I added a copy of Fez. All right, let's see what we got here from the... nothing too crazy. Tropius looks like another fun card. Okay. Oh, this guy, Scorch. I'm a little disappointed by him because Sizzlipede has a really cool attack called Bug Out, but Scorch doesn't keep it. So unless you play with Relicanth, like, I don't know. That's another deck I was looking into. 18 decks ready for this new idea, 2 of which are not yet built or fully built. Okay, cool. I don't know. I think we do need more draw consistency. What can we do to get more draw is the question. Any thoughts, chat? Trying to think of what we might need. Maybe Cyrano? It's definitely not a bad idea. What do you do? Draw 2 cards. If your opponent has 3 or fewer prize cards remaining, you draw 2 more. No, that doesn't help me. I don't know. Maybe, no, Gwyn would definitely not help in this situation. Grimsley's move could be a move, no pun intended. If I really want to get Toxtricity out really quick. Horus's Tenacity? Sneak in a Morty Conviction for extra draw. Maybe. What should I get rid of, though? That's the question. Or Hassle. Yeah, Hassle could work, too. The thing I don't like about this format, though, is that we don't have, like, a consistent draw. Like Lillie's a good consistent draw, but that's about it. Like, unless you're using, like, draw 3 cards. Like, Morty is, however many Pokemon are on the bench, you draw 4, which is situational, you know what I mean? But I kind of like Hassle in this situation. Maybe Hassle might be the way to go. Maybe 2 copies of Hassle? Let's see, what can we get rid of? I like the 10 energy because I was playing this before with 8, and 8 just wasn't enough, so maybe I'm just going to bump this down to a 3-3 line. Let's see how that goes. Let's start with that. Small adjustments. Small adjustments. I cut a Dark Bell. You have a 4-4 Tumbleweed, so that can make some space. True. All right. Let's move into a game 2 here and see how this goes. Rip Iona, Professor, and Arvin. I know, right? Okay, so we're starting things off with Mega Darkrai. Not a great start. But we do have a Buddy-Buddy and a Poké Pad. Not that it helps me in this situation, because... Oh, the Energy Recycler. You're right, 713. I forgot the Energy Recycler. God, I forgot. Okay. I think for that... What can we get rid of for that? I think we could get rid of 1 Dark Bell for that. Because if you're really going up against a deck that has more than just 1 prizers, you really don't need 11 ways to confuse your opponent. You know what I mean? I mean, it makes it a lot more consistent, absolutely, but you don't necessarily need it. If you want it to be extra spicy. What does Brambleghast do? So Bulba, Brambleghast has an ability called Prison Panic, which says when you evolve this Pokemon from Bramblin, you could confuse your opponent's active Pokemon. So it's kind of like Hariyama's He-Ho ability, where when you evolve into it, you get to get a benefit out of it. He left up the Dunsparce, Dracloak, and Zoroark. Yeah, it's true. All right. Oh, what the hell is going on here? What the heliante? All right. Well, we got Toxtricity's upturn too. That's nice. But not much else. I could attack here. That's fine. Let's just Dusk right here. And 1 more energy. And actually, we complete side objective number 1. So that's fine by me. There we go. There's my energy. So if Darkrai manages to pull through on this turn, that's side objective number 1. Strange Timepiece. I didn't think about that. That's not a bad idea. Annihilate and Dusknoir. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It looks like they're just trying to spread damage as quickly as possible, which I'm not a fan of. All right, they're going to use Drag Off. Oh, God, not the Drag Off. Then I have to find my Pecharunt. Yeah, the new Psychic type Annihilate. I've come across him a few times. Not a fan of him. He doesn't do a lot by himself, but combine that with Dusknoir, he's a real pain in the rear end. Here's the Drag Off. Oh, boy. And this idiot has a 2 retreat cost, because why wouldn't he? Buddy-Buddy, that gets me 2 Bramblin? Is that fine? I guess that's fine for now. Should I confuse? No, I shouldn't confuse just yet because they could evolve into Annihilate, but I don't have my Dizzying Valley just yet. I am going to attach this energy though and clear up side objective number 1. There we go. And I guess we'll just pass it. I don't really have much else I can do. I'm just getting absolutely donkeyed over here. All right, well, that Dusclops is going to take out one of my Bramblin for sure. But in doing so, I'm going to take a prize card for it. So that's fine by me. I'm just happy we were able to clear side objective number 1. Now let's see if I can get side objective number 2 in the same game. That would be nice. That would be really nice. I mean, if we really wanted to, we could add End Zoroark to this deck just for drawing purposes. And then maybe get rid of the Brambleghast. I thought Brambleghast would be a fun little way to confuse my opponent, but at the same time, we could use the draw engine with Zoroark. So maybe I'll make a duplicate deck and replace Bramblin, and then we could keep all 4 of the Dark Bells, and then it wouldn't be so much of an overkill. But then I'd have to keep the A spec, so then I have 5 means of putting status, and if I'm going up against a 1-prize deck, then I kind of need as much status as possible. I would recommend maybe getting in a 3-line of Zoroark. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Also be cheeky with Zoroark as a drawing. Yeah. Yep. Add a Zekrom to the deck? That's not a bad idea. See, this is why I like going live, because then I get to see you guys have Brain Blast with me in the moment. It's kind of cool. Yeah, I think we're going to go the End Zoroark route. We have to add an Energy Recycler. I definitely have to change the... Also, in the Darkrai mirror, you would need a non-Dark Bell answer to opposing Mega Darkrai. Exactly. So that's why we need the A-spec. Do you think the Dunsparce shuffling itself back into the deck is a good or bad effect? I think it's an excellent effect. It's absolutely excellent. It helps you not deck out, first of all. Second of all, if you have an A-spec like Enriching Energy, that goes back into your deck so you can use it again for added effects. So I think the Dunsparce is a really good draw engine. Right. Now we're in a bit of a pickle, because they could just keep shuffling my active position with these Annihilates like this. Yeah, no, that's not what we want to see. So we have to find Pecharunt. We need to find Lillie. I need to find something. Fez? Does Fez work? Fez works. Okay. I never know when Fez works and when it doesn't. Lillie, that's a good start. Let's do this. Let's do that. Hopefully that'll get them off me a little bit. There's Pecharunt. Beautiful. Now I don't even need it. I'm still on track for side objective number 2, so I am not going to use my Abyss Eye as much as I would love to. And this is why I put 2 copies of Pecharunt as opposed to just 1. Ah, see? Because the other one was prized. Brambleghast Laser is too much effects. Yeah, I think so too. I think we need to cut the Brambleghast, honestly. It was a cute little idea, but I think it's too much. I wholeheartedly agree. There. Oh no, this is the Fighting Annihilate. Oh no. Oh god. This just went 0 to 60 real quick. Oh good heavens. Yeah, not a fan of this, dude. Not a fan of this. Okay. What I need is an energy for sure, because here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to bring in Pecharunt. I think Pech is my saving grace here. I highly doubt. Hold on. No, Dusclops can't take anybody out right now. I highly doubt they're going to bring in Dusclops. They're probably going to bring in Fez or Meowth. That works too. Pecharunt could one-shot either of these EXs for game. So we are still... Ooh, there's a boss. Hold on. They can't use it though, can they? No. Okay, they're just going to knock themselves out. Okay, that's fine. Who are you going to bring in is the question. So I just need an energy as a retreat cost for Fezandipiti. That's all I need. There it is. There's my energy. right, so I'm going to bring in Fez, and we are going to power up the Toxtricity with the Pecharunt with the Toxtricity. So we go boom, and we go boom. Because Pech only has a 2 attack cost, but Pecharunt cannot bring himself up with his own ability, so I have to manually retreat this Fez, which I will do. And we're swinging for 300 damage, and we just cleared side objective number 2. Nice. So we pulled it out in the end. Beautiful. That was great. No Fez snipe. I went for the Pech. I felt like it was the safer option. Just in case I didn't have the energy, I didn't know if it was prized or whatnot. I wasn't keeping track of how many energies I already used, all that stuff. So I went with the Pech. It felt like it was the safer option. All right. Have you played the Ghost Fail deck? If so, what are your thoughts? The Ghost Fail? What is the Ghost Fail? I gotta look that up. Is that a new thing? I don't know what that is. Could you elaborate more on that? All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to dump these guys. We're going to go 3/3 line of End Zoroark. Oh, I don't have another one of these? I like that art. Oh, well. There we go. He means hide. Oh, hide and sneak. Yes, I have played hide and sneak. Beautiful deck. Love it. Would recommend. 10 out of 10. IGN. Okay. Bell is fine. The Dangerous Laser is fine. But now the issue becomes if we go up against a fellow Dark deck, we only have one way to put status on them. That's my only, unless I... Oh, no, we have Lisia too. So I guess it's not terrible. Unless it's a one-prize Dark deck, then I'm kind of boned. But a one-prizer can't really sustain a Dusk Raid, which we actually set ourselves up with the help of Toxtricity. So I think this is fine. Let's try this and see how this goes. I don't like saying hide and sneak in Japan. It's called Ghost Veil. Oh, I like that better too, Ghost Veil. That's kind of cool. Okay. Energy Recycler. Yes, that's what we need. Recycler. If I could spell. All right. 1 copy is fine. We don't need more than that. What do we get rid of? Should we get rid of 1 Buddy-Buddy? No, right? I feel like Buddy-Buddy's too important. We could maybe get rid of a Poké Pad. Yeah, let's get rid of a pad because we're not using that many I think 3 pads is fine. 1 recycler. I think this looks fine. What are we thinking, chat? We think this good? I know you guys are a little behind, so I'm going to sit here and wait for a little bit while you check this out. Oh, we said we wanted to add a copy of Zekrom to be cheeky. No. Need Quad Poffin. Yeah, I figured we needed Quad Poffin. Could we even afford to put a Zekrom in here is the question. Well, now that we have the Zoroark, do we need the hassle? We're going to cut Dizzying Valleys. I mean, I have 3. Maybe 2 is fine. 2 might be fine. And then we could add a copy of Zekrom. Yeah, we could add a copy of Zekrom. Do I have any other? Ooh. We got full arts here? When did he come out? I got another 4 weeks before I can get that? Man. All right, I guess we'll go with this one. All right, we're going to add 1 cheeky copy of Zekrom just so Zoroark has a way to attack, if it comes to that. That sounds fine to me. And keep 1 hassle. Keep 1 hassle? That sounds fine. I'll keep a hassle. Should I add an extra Janine? Maybe another Janine would help. Energy acceleration is always appreciated. So let me add another Janine. Yeah. I think 2 Janines is fine. before I exit and go into my next game, Battle Cage over Dizzying Valley. Yeah, that makes sense. That does make sense. Yeah, well, actually, we don't even need Dizzying Valley anymore. And we do, just in case we go up against the Dragapult matchup, which would not be fun. That's fine. One copy of Energy Switch could also help. Okay. Boss over Appeal, I believe it to be more universal. Yeah, it is definitely more universal. No, I'm just trying to show some love to the cards that nobody ever uses, but you're right. It definitely is more universal, definitely more. Actually, you know what? Let's make this more thematic. We're using a Gen 4 Pokemon, gotta use a Gen 4 boss. Yeah. All right, so pretty much everything that I came up with is gone now. This does not look anything like something I would make, but I mean, I'm digging it. I definitely see the vision, guys. Thank you. 14 Rockets Watchtower. I suppose. I prefer the Battle Cage, though, because the Dragapult matchup is kind of nasty. Kind of sick nasty. I think we're good with this. I like this. And then if we need any more adjustments, I'll let it be known then. But let's just start with this for now. So we currently have 1-1. Let me see if I can edit this. Can I edit this so I could show you guys like my... Hold on. Uh-huh. No, because then you're going to start cutting off. OBS is weird. Like I can't just make this a rectangle like the other, like a portrait instead of a landscape. But it is what it is. All right. I was going to try and add like my win-loss at the bottom. But to do that, I'd have to make a whole new background and a whole new text box, and it's a hassle. All right. Okay. Not the start I was looking for, but the start I have. We're going to start with Zorua here, just because. Okay. Wanted to try Darkrai, but couldn't think of a way. Well, I hope my stream gives you some ideas, my friend. All right, so it looks like we're going up against a Mega Lucario deck, which I beat in my playtesting, but that was before I made all these adjustments. So, ooh, another Toxel. We take that. A Relicanth. What the heck are you playing, my guy? Dark Bell. I like that. Let's put you down. I'm going to save. What do you call it? I'm going to save my. Oh my god, what was I going to say? I completely forgot what I was going to say. I don't remember. I'm literally blanking right now. Okay, let's use you. I need a Lillie. Like, this hand is garbage. Straight up garbage. Okay. I think we should change the A spec now. I think we need the aroma. But then we run into the issue of if it's a Darkrai mirror, that becomes my problem. But I think the aroma would be a much better A-spec for this deck. And they're just going to bring in Lucario. Okay. There's the Aura Jab. Not a fan of that. Okay, here's what we do. Here's what we do. Hear me out. Put in Zorua. Can I get something for this? Buddy-Buddy. That gets me another Zorua. Do I need another Toxel? I don't need another Toxel. I just need you, and I need to save space for Pecharunt in case I get him. Let's Dark Bell here. Just in case I somehow miraculously get this online. I got Pecharunt. I think I got this online. Hold on. I got it online. Oh, yeah, we got it. We're fine. I just knocked him out. We're good. Right? Let's put this onto you. I'm going to attach from hand so I don't put any more damage here. Let's put down Pecharunt. Let's put down the Battle Cage. Let's bring in the Darkrai. And we just Abyss Eye now that you're confused. Bye-bye. What happened? Why didn't it work? Your opponent's actor is... He's affected by his condition. He's confused. What do you mean? If your opponent's active Pokemon is affected by a special condition, it is knocked out. Guys, am I tripping? I've taken people out with Abyss Eye when they're confused. Hey, Dad and Poké Pad TCG, how's it going? I'm very confused right now. Rocky fighting energy, but he's still confused. Oh, right. That's what it is. Got it. Okay, we just found another counter. Great. Something else we need to worry about. Okay. Great. Let's start building this guy up, I guess. Stop all effects of attacks. That's right. Stupid energy. I didn't even realize he had the Rocky energy. All right. I guess we gotta do this the old-fashioned way. And hope he just keeps hitting himself in confusion. This side isn't affected of an attack. Wow, Dad and Poké Pals, thank you so much for becoming a Poké Pal. I really appreciate that. You are my first ever channel member. Thank you so much. And you became a Mega Poké Pal. That's crazy. Thank you so much. So, for becoming a Mega Poké Pal, I will be sending you a personalized thank you video with a face reveal and everything. And you get special access to my videos early. So, thank you so much again. This guy just retreated for some reason. I guess he couldn't deal with the... Oh, there we go. See, if we had Lisia, that wouldn't have worked. So, good call on that one, guys. But yeah, wow, there's like a lot going on right now. I just took out a Mega Lucario. I just got my first ever member. Thank you for being an amazing viewer. Oh, I wouldn't put out such great content if it weren't for people like you, Dad and Poké Pals. Thank you so much. Also, that's so funny that your name is Poké Pals and you just became a Mega Poké Pal. All right, they're going to boss me up. I have no problem with that. So I have Pecharunt. All right, let's just bring Darkrai back in. Thank you. And just because I didn't get to do it before, I'm going to do it now. Abyss Eye, just because. I don't think I've done an Abyss Eye this whole stream, so why not? Or maybe I did, I don't remember. Just take them out. That's fine. And we got a Lilies. Maybe we need to add like an Enhanced Hammer to the deck. Can't wait for my new series next week. You'll love it. 10 Poké Pals. I've already seen a spoiler for it. I guess you are already on brand, as they concede here. Beautiful. Not sure how it would fit, but I would try to put some retreat cards in your deck here and switch Balloon. Most of your Pokemon have hefty retreat costs, easy to get locked. I do see that, but that's why we play Pecharunt. And Pecharunt's also a great late game attacker, so I don't really see a need for a retreat, but I would consider it. Not a bad idea. Those Pokemon adventures I have, a lot of fun. Okay, so now the question begs, what do we do about Rocky Energy? What do we do about Dark Pokemon? Because do we really need Hassle now that we have Zoroark? Energy Recycler is good to have a one of. I wouldn't say it's great. Do we need this? I don't think we need this many Mega Signals. That's a start. Maybe get rid of a Hassle. Okay. Enhanced Hammer. I think if we add one copy of Enhanced Hammer, that would help for sure. Also, I hate when it's golden. Do they have a non-golden? No, it's only golden. That doesn't help. What about Dizzying Valley or the Mischievous? That confusing when in the active spot, and for Energy Enhanced Hammer or Energy Switch maybe. Or Energy Swat. Oh, Energy Swatter. Your opponent reveals their hand and chooses an energy card you find there and put... I don't know about the Swatter, definitely the Enhanced Hammer. And we were using the Brambleghast at first with the Dizzying Valley. We had a lot of things going like that, Dad and PokePals, but then we just kind of like did a whole 180 with this deck. And I find it to be a little more consistent. I'm just worried about the dark type. Not even just like the mirror match, but like just dark types in general. Like if I'm going up against the Mega Sharpedo, I don't really have an answer for that. You know what I mean? Definitely Enhanced Hammer, yeah. Hold on, what are we talking about? Wellspring, Ogerpon, Yveltal, Sudowoodo, Naclay, Stunfisk. Yeah, but Benjamin, if you use Pecharunt, that goes against Pokemon that try to lock you in, like Wellspring and Yveltal. So we're actually okay with that. So I think Pecharunt is the better option here as opposed to Switch, because not only are we using Dark Energy for him to attack, but he's just like a Switch. So I feel like I get more bang for my buck out of him than I do using just like a normal Switch card. Handheld fan. Honestly, that's not a bad idea. Handheld fan. Actually, no, it is a bad idea. Here's why. Because handheld fan, I would need to take a hit. And I'm trying not to take the hit. I'm trying to just straight up Abyss Eye before they even get a chance to swing at me. You know what I mean? I like where your head's heading at with the handheld fan, but I don't know. Also, I want to change this. I want to change this to the Aroma because we are playing Zoroark and we are playing Toxtricity. And those are stage 1, so that's going to help us find those guys. Volcanion EX with Pech solves your deck issue other than Laser. True, but LDF literally just put out a video about Volcanion and Darkrai. I don't want to copy him. And then I would have to get... yeah, then I'd have to get Latias in the deck if I wanted to use Volcanion, because then how would I get Darkrai out of the active position to put Volcanion in the active position, you know? Copy that. Didn't know you had 2. Yeah, we have 2. Don't worry. We are covered. I was originally playing 1, and I realized I definitely needed an extra copy because PTCGO just loves to prize my Pecharunts. Is it normal to change your deck this much? Absolutely. It absolutely is. This is why we playtest. Well, unless you want to slap in Fire Energy and Volcanion, you need to play... It sucks that we lost Brute Bonnet, dude. If we still had Brute Bonnet, the one that you just attached the booster capsule to that allows it to poison your opponent's active, we'd be golden. Golden. The other reason why we need to play stadiums in this deck, even if it's not Dizzying Valley and just Battle Cage, is because God forbid we go up against Festival Grounds, we're cooked. We cannot defeat Festival Grounds because we can't put any status on them. I mean, not that it matters anyway, because literally everybody in Festival Grounds goes down to a Dusk Raid, so that's really not that much of an issue, but even so. It's just the fact that Festival Grounds is a stadium that could be played in a multitude of decks, but it's only seen in Festival Lead is still an issue. What about Lisia's Appeal? We had Lisia's Appeal 1 pound life, but then what happened was it only works for basics, and sometimes the Pokemon I wanted to knock out wasn't a basic, like a Mega Lucario, like you just saw in that last match. That's why we need the boss. But I would have loved to put in Lisia's Appeal. Maybe we could add a couple copies of it. It couldn't hurt, like to add a copy or 2. It definitely wouldn't hurt. Perhaps. I don't know. We'll see. I like that we have the Enhanced Hammer now. It's going to be a pain to find 1 copy of Enhanced Hammer, but that's what we play Petrel for. All right, let's hit the ladder. let's hit the ladder with this and see how we do. So this is now game 4, I want to say. I think it's game 4 because we had 2 wins and a loss. Oh, that's a terrible start. What about Brambleghast line confused when evolves? We had that at first, but it was just taking up way too much bench space. And Chat and I decided that Zoroark was probably the stronger option over Brambleghast because we need the draw engine. And Brambleghast just kind of sits there and doesn't provide much else once he confuses my opponent, and it's only a one-time use. I was originally using Florges, the Florges line, because they have an ability that says if you flip a coin and get heads, you can boss up a Pokemon from the bench, and that new boss Pokemon is confused. But the problem was just trying to get Florges into play. That was the biggest issue. All right, so we are going to start things off here with 2 Toxels and a Darkrai. That feels about right to me. And we're going to end our turn. And then also strange timepiece to use it multiple times. Yeah, we thought about that, Dad and PokePals. It's just the 60 card limit is our biggest adversary in this deck build. It's like we could do so much with Darkrai, but his options are so many. It's like, which one do you go with? You know what I mean? So I definitely am picking up what you're putting down. Yes, Joe, you did definitely suggest the timepiece. It's just we don't have the bench space and we don't have the space in the deck to fit all that. But I definitely saw everything that you guys are telling me, so it's definitely worth a look at. And then what I'm going to do is once this video is done recording, I will make it into an actual video on my channel so that you guys can come back and watch this and see how we edited the deck and whatnot. So that should be fun. 2 hammers, because if they had 1 Mr. Special Energy, they're going to have more, aka in the same fashion Alakazam plays. True. Let's just start with what we got for now. Maybe working around it with the Lisia could be beneficial for us, as opposed to having to jam our deck with enhanced hammers. My next Stuff of Legends video is still in the works. I did not forget about it. Don't worry. It's coming. It's absolutely coming. Also, why did I just do that? I could just do this. We have it in the deck now. Might as well use it. Let's do that. Uh-huh. 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 Retreat. Oh, maybe I should have kept them in and just took them out like that, but whatever. What am I doing? What am I actually doing? Brother, what am I actually doing? What did I do? What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh my God, my brain is working faster than my hands right now. Oh, I did it again. I did it again. I did it again. I didn't sequence correctly. I know, chat. I know. I know. I'm not even looking at the screen right now. I have my fingers on my eyeballs right now in disbelief. I know. I know. Should have done. All right. Well, thankfully, my opponent is not the greatest at playing PTCGL, but thankfully, somehow we came out of that. Also, thank you, Lisia, for that. Okay, we pulled through. Don't worry. We pulled through. We pulled through. Don't ask me how, but we pulled through. Oh my God, that was almost a fumble of 26 over here. That was almost a fumble of 26. Brother. Brother. All right, at least we got rid of the major threat, which was the 3 energy Eevee. I don't know what that was going to turn into, and I don't want to stick around to find out, as they boss me up. They're probably going to get this Deoxys online, and if they do, that's going to be a problem. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon. Okay, so we can still Abyssal Eye him. That's not an issue. Okay, let's get rid of you. Oy. I think I'm going to have to just manually retreat here. I think so. Oh god, I'm out of energies. Yeah. This is why we played the Recycler. Exactly why. Let's just retreat. Bring in the Darkrai. And we swing. Deoxys defense form is not a threat to you, at least. Yes. He only blocks it. Damage, he does not block effects. It's only for ability Pokemon like Cornerstone, so don't worry. Oh, I didn't even read that part. I have an ability. I thought it was just basics in general. Okay, that's even better for us. Oh, that's not, though. Prevent all damage done to this Pokemon by attacks. It does not say effects. I'm not seeing the word effect, chat. I'm going to put Zekrom down just because I can. I'm going to Lillie here. I need to find myself my Recycler. Oh, that works. All right, well, let's find out. This should, in theory, work. Because it does not say... Oh, let's put that on Pecharunt in case we need to retreat. It doesn't say effects, it just says damage. Yep, it works. Cool. Nice. Sylveon was not a threat. Cool. All right, Darkrai is schmoving and grooving right now. I love this. And the bell tolls. For whom the bell tolls, my friend. They're gonna boss me again. That's fine. That's why we have Pecharunt. It's exactly why we have him. Honestly, I could be sick nasty with it and just bring in Zoroark. I love how the ends look at each other when you do this. I'm gonna bring in the end just because. Should I do it, people? No, I can't, because... Actually, I can. He hasn't attacked. I could very well. I could. Hold on, I was just reading chat for a second. Don't mind me. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just bring in the Zoroark. Why not, right? Let's have a little fun. And we're just going to Night Joker. And they're just going to concede. Beautiful. All right, another win for Darkrai. I like the adjustments we've made, chat. I like them. Way to go, Poké Pals. We're doing this. You can shred it too, so you can attack with Zoroark next turn. So yeah, it was fine. We had it. I like this. I like what we're doing here. I think I like this deck list. Anything worth mentioning? Ooh, I like that. Full Art Thievul. And a Tremendous Bomb. Don't know if I'm going to use that. What do? If you have no cards in your hand, choose an attack from one of your opponent's Pokemon in play and use it as this attack. Interesting. This would go kind of crazy as an anti-Dragapult card. I kind of like that. Okay, I'm going to add that to my list of decks to make. Absolutely. All right, chat. Do we think we need to make any more adjustments? I was hoping to snipe you, Joe, with the gifted. Is there any other adjustments we should make here, or are we good? I think we do need an extra Enhance Hammer. I did see that in the comment section. Oh no, I found one of Joe's ideas. I mean, it was bound to happen. I do want to add another Enhance Hammer because I did see in the comments like, oh, if they're playing one, they're probably playing multiple. So what could we realistically get rid of? Unless we get rid of the Lisia. I kind of like it though for the dark type matchups though. It's a quick and easy way to get rid of a mega dark type like Sharpedo or a fellow Darkrai. So I feel like Lisia is a good Actually, no, Lisia doesn't even help against Mega Sharpedo. Am I saying it only helps against Darkrai? Honestly. So maybe we should just get rid of Lisia? Yay or nay, chat? I'll let you guys be the deciding factor. It will be fun. Took my Sense Scorch Mill to locals yesterday to beat a couple of Dragon Balls. Cool. 1 Lilies? You're saying I only need 1 copy of Lillie? Or to get rid of a copy of Lillie? I don't know. I like my 4 copies of Lillie. Leave appeal for easy KOs on Fez, Meowth, etc. Yes, I like that idea. So I like the Lisia. That's a nice little surprise factor for sure, for sure. Also, why am I getting alerts from LifeLock? Yes, I paid my credit card. And what is this? Yes, I paid my other credit card. Thank you, LifeLock. Gotta make sure. My brother was a victim of identity theft a few years ago, so I got everything on lockdown with LifeLock. Don't mind me. All right. Get rid of 1 copy. All right. Let's get rid of 1 copy of Lillie. Let's see if that works. We're going to add 2 Enhanced Hammers, and let's see if that works. 713, I'm relying on you. Ooh, oh, wait. This looks like it could be a mirror match. I see the Darkrai coin. This could be a mirror match. And now the question becomes, did we play it right, chat? Are we actually going to make a Darkrai deck that actually works against the mirror matches? That is the question. This is a horrible hand. This is a horrible hand. Oh, I think this is a mirror match. This is my first mirror match. I'm getting kind of excited. We're going first, so I can't even use Petrel if I had him. I mulliganed 3 times apparently. Oh yeah, it's a mirror match. Ooh, it's a mirror match. All right. We have the worst hand possible. This is definitely a hand of Pokemon cards. Yeah, for sure. This is most certainly a hand of Pokemon cards. Honestly, I'd rather see Blue Eyes White Dragon pull up right about now. I think I'd be safer with him. I got nothing. Oh god, here comes the Seer now. Here comes everybody copying and pasting LDF's deck. Here we go. Peel to KO Volcanion is going to be crazy. For sure, for sure. For sure. It's just a matter of, can we get to that position? That's the question, because right now, I'm sitting duck right about now. There's the Pech. There's the Darkrai. There's the Latias. They got the full combo. They are ready to go. There's a Kangaskhan. Ooh, another Pokemon we could take out for 3 prize cards. Very nice. Although, if I'm going to use Lisia's appeal, I'm taking out Darkrai, because that is my only way to take out Darkrai. What is that? As long as prevent all damage done to it by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. Why am I just seeing this now? Okay, that's a good way to prevent things like yeah, no, we are in deep trouble here, chat. We are in deep trouble. I literally can't do anything. I wish I top decked Exodia's left arm, brother. I'd be in a better position than I am now. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. What is this? What even is that, bro? This isn't even a fair mirror match, because look at what's in my hand right now. This isn't even funny, PTCGL. Oh my God. That's disgusting. That's actually disgusting. Yeah, we're literally just boned here, chat. It's over. Let's see this top deck. Oh my. All right, hold on. Hold on. I know, I literally just got a Toxtricity with that. I know. That's about as best as I could do. I was just watching the Pawn Stars marathon too. The best I could do was $50. That was it. That was it, dude. Favorite A-Spec as neutralization zone would go crazy right now. Yeah, right? Would absolutely go crazy right about now. You could have then attached to Toxel, patch into and called for family. Oh God, why am I not reading chat? Joe, that was beautiful, and I did not read that in time. Here we go. They're gonna be a bunch of Beavis and Buttheads. Here we go. Legacy. Hold on. This one was attacked and knocked out by damage from an attack. Okay, so we could get around Legacy Energy, honestly. I would have thrown Weevil in the ocean after my Exodia. I literally need a Lillie right about now. I don't know, 713. I think my fourth Lillie would have been that. No, I'm kidding, Matt. Oh, Lord. Yep, here comes the Darkrai. All right, Rhea, what's your favorite Pokemon and what's your favorite card from Pitch Black? I'm guessing Mega Darkrai. Actually, no, it's not Mega Darkrai. My favorite card from Pitch Black has to be Delmise from the Hide and Sneak set. That's probably my favorite card. But then again, I haven't really seen a lot of other cards yet. So, Enhance Hammer, that could come in handy. Yeah, get rid of that. Okay. Only hitting for 110, but I hit you for weakness. So that's an option. An option I am willing to take right about now. Also, my favorite Pokemon is Rillaboom, in case you were wondering. Because gorillas are my favorite animal, so Rillaboom is the most gorilla Pokemon, so. I would have appealed to Kang. The problem was I didn't have the third energy, so if I had a third energy, I absolutely would have. It doesn't matter anyway. We were cooked from the beginning. Yeah, we're absolutely cooked. Full Art Delmise is some amazing artwork. I want to play the deck IRL just for the card. Yeah, that's true. I am honestly very tempted to buy myself a whole hide and sneak deck. Just money's a little tight right about now. So, yeah, we got absolutely bodied in a mirror match chat because PTCGL just gave us the worst opening hand like in the history of history. So, that was no fun. It just never works for me. Promote Volcanion, burn, attached to Darkrai and patch. Yep. I wish they did misclick, but unfortunately, no. All right. I don't think there was anything wrong with the deck per se in that matchup. That was purely based off of what PTCGL gave us. So we're gonna try this deck list again, and if we lose a second time, then we have to make adjustments because I've noticed that PTCGL, it's not a real life game, of course. So you make any kind of adjustment, and like the whole format of the game gets like thrown out the window, and it's just like, oh, you added this card instead of that card. Oh, you replace this card with that card. Now I don't like your deck, so now I'm gonna mess up your game. I do notice that PTCGL is petty like that, to be completely honest with you guys. If you are a dark type enjoyer, I have a super fun Hydreigon EX mill deck with Mega Gengar for prize control and Zoroark EX for draw. Yeah? Dad and Poké Pal, send it to my Discord. I'd love to check that out. The Discord is in the description of all my videos, including this live stream. So you could join the Discord, or if you don't have Discord, you could just email it to me. My email is in the in my channel description. All right, let's get you going. I see a Monkey Dory, but I'm not. Oh, okay. They just concede. They were too afraid of my Darkrai's power. Good old PTCGL RNG. So funny. Me and the homies say it all the time. PTCGL isn't a real place. It's so true, brother. It is so true. It's literally so true. You've played this game as long as I have, you know that is a fact. That is not even a theory. That is a fact. Cold hard and true. Every time I try a new deck, the first 2 matches seem to be go next match. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's so true. This game just loves to mess with your psyche. Oh, there we go. It's in the Discord. Got it. Julio, welcome to the Discord. That I hardly ever check unless I get DM'd. I'm so terrible with my Discord. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, it's another mirror match. Okay. And again, we're getting donkey over here. Brother. There's the Buddy-Buddy. Okay, they got the Toxel. Okay, so this looks like ours so far. I don't know if I should feel happy about that or not. As they pass. A boss. That's not what I wanted to see. I think I need a Buddy-Buddy right about now. I think I do. I think a Buddy-Buddy would be stellar. Get 2 Toxels. And I'm going to go with Joe's idea. I'm going to bring up the Toxel and call for family. That sounds like a good idea this time. All right, we want, what do we want? We definitely want Darkrai, and I think we want Zorua. That works. Okay, I always forget about Toxel's attack. I learned this time, Joe, I learned. Oh, but this hand is not a mirror. Yeah, for sure. Who will brick among us all? Oh, they do have the Grimsley's move. I told you that was a good idea. I like this. All right, let's check out this deck list I just got sent. Where'd it go? They're going to use their first attack. Yeah, I figured. Okay. There's the Duskraid. All right, so let's promote the Pech. We have Toxtricity and we have Zoroark in hand, so that's not an issue. It's just we don't have the KO. That's the problem. That's the only problem I foresee. I don't even have an energy. That's the other issue. Unless I can get it off of this trade. Get rid of the Buddy-Buddy. Enhance Hammer? That doesn't help us in this matchup. Hold on. I do have an energy in the discard, though. I don't know. What do we do, chat? I did get it. Thank you very much, Dad and Poké Pals. What do we do, chat? Quickly! You guys are so behind. I guess we Petrel? But for what? For who? For where? I could get myself the energy with the Night Stretcher, but I don't think that's going to help me in this situation right about now. I think we just Lillie here. I think we just Lillie. That sounds like my best bet. And I'm going to bring in Zoroark. I'm going to bring in Zoroark only because he has more HP. That seems fair to me. Because he could absolutely take out Pecharunt next turn. Right, that's not an answer, Joe. I don't want to hear that. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, interesting. He's playing it with Binding Mochi. I mean, he's not poisoned at the moment, so it doesn't really help him in this situation. Speaking of deck list, I'll send one I've been working on. Oh boy, everybody's sending me deck list. All right, I'm interested now as to what they're trying to accomplish here. Monkey Dory. That okay? Now you just took all my curiosity out of the equation. Is inflicting a cry status condition that Mega Darkrai can use? Unfortunately, no. Where can we send deck list? You have email or Discord or social? Benjamin, I have a Discord. You can find it in the description down below. You could click the link and you could join my Discord. I mean, you can also email it to me. I have an email on my channel description. Cool beans. Indeed, they are. They are the coolest of beans. They are Pinto cool beans. All right, my opponent's taking like 30 years here. He has no idea how to respond to this mirror match. But we have come semi-prepared for this opportunity, chat. Semi-prepared. And by semi, I mean I need an energy. Because here's what I'm thinking. If I top deck an energy, I can attach it to Darkrai, and then I can use Toxtricity's ability to put damage onto my Pecharunt and put an energy onto him, and then I could just swing and take out Pecharunt for 2 prizes. Imagine you want to get the email pulled up and it's an AOL email address. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. Still have my AOL account. Shh, don't tell nobody. All right, that didn't help. All right, what do we need here? I need a Zorua. Do I need another Toxtricity? I don't. I just need you. And I need this onto you. I sequenced that wrong again, didn't I? Yeah, I did. God bless, brother. My brother in Christ, what am I doing? What am I actually doing? That's my question. Because he's going to swing for 220. I mean, I could hit it. Drop his email means I'll send him the old Nigerian Prince. Oh, no, not the Nigerian Prince email. Brother, I don't even know what to do right now. I'm bugging out. What do we pad for? What do we got? We have Zekrom. We have no energy. We have no energy on this. Should we give her the Dark Bell? It's not doing anything for me in this matchup. Could do this. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put in the Zorua just to stall for a little bit longer. Okay, so note to self, I cannot read chat and play PTCGO at the same time. That's what I've discovered. Just old enough to remember. All right, let's see how they decide to retaliate. Because right now, they aren't really posing much of a threat to me, which is good. And Zekrom does how much? 250, yeah. Darkrai could take that. Oh, he's got a Haunter in here, so he's probably playing Mega Gengar. Interesting. Okay, there's a Meowth. We could Lisia that. We could absolutely Lisia that. And I think I will. Just because that's what the people want to see. Yeah, okay. So they took the bait with the Zorua. That's fine. Let's bring in Darkrai. These kids nowadays don't understand the struggle of starting up your dial-up for a... Yep. Mm-hmm. Those were the days, brother. Those were the days. I have just enough on Zoroark. I could attach that. That's fine. We are then going to Lisia, the Meowth, and just Abyssai. Whee! Oh, wait, I probably should have bossed the Meowth, and then I could have Lysia'd later. No, I doubt it. I highly doubt they're gonna not bring in this Darkrai, and now they could just take me out with Binding Mochi. Oh my god. Okay, I'm playing this horribly. I actually am. I'm actually playing this like a banana head. Because now they're just gonna go down to 2 prize cards. No, 1 prize card. Even worse. Well, no, hold on. Oh, never mind. We just lost. There's the stupid Monkey Dory. Okay, yeah, I played this completely wrong. Yeah. See, chat, we do need better ways to confuse Darkrai for the mirror match. Oh, okay. You guys were not kidding. Is there where we admit Mega Darkrai is actually Mega Midray? Against himself? Absolutely. Against other Pokemon? Not so much. Maybe we should just get rid of the Zekrom. Maybe that was a stupid idea. He just kind of sits there. Maybe we need an extra copy of Bramblin? Like 1 copy of Bramblin, maybe? I don't know. It's just, Darkrai's tough to counter with the setup we currently have. All right, maybe if I didn't play like a complete idiot, this would have been a better match, but let's try another one. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be live, because it's already 4 o'clock. I still haven't hit the gym. I'm not concerned about my wife waking up, because that one could sleep until 9 o'clock tonight. When she's down, she's down. She's like a bear in hibernation. No idea what AOL is, but still have a Yahoo email. Team Rocket's Articuno and 2 Rocket's Hypnotizer. Team Rocket's Hypnotizer? Hold on, you might be onto something. Of course, I read that too late, though. I gotta wait for the next match. Hold on, I gotta turn my fan on, chat. I'm sweating like a mofo right now. Oh, much better. If the fan gets too loud, let me know, chat. I'll turn it off. Team Rocket's Hypnotizer. Helping him cook beyond belief in 2026. Absolutely. Listen, I gotta go live more often. You guys got the sauce. You got the Krabby Patty secret formula over here. Okay, got a buddy. That's a good start. Okay. We also got the Petrel. I'm gonna get that for next turn. Let's start getting Darkrai and everybody set up. So we got Darkrai, and I think I need another Toxel, honestly. And there's no Toxel in here. Ha ha ha! How delightful. Let's get Pech. All right, so this is just like your typical Metang Empoleon deck. Got it. So next turn we get Aroma for the Zoroark, the 2 Toxtricities. Hopefully Toxtricity, or Toxel rather, survives this turn. And then we'll be good to go. And I have the Dark Bell, so I can take this guy out with my Abyssai. We are fine. Darkrai is not a bad deck. It's just he struggles heavily against fellow Dark Pokemon. Unless you use Volcanion, of course, like LDF. But we're not here to copy other YouTubers. That's not what we're here for. We're here to be unique and cool instead of dirty sweats. The only place we sweat is in the gym. Which, by the way, speaking of the gym, I've been trying to do more cardio in my workouts. So what I've been doing is I've been doing uphill climbs for 20 minutes at 3 miles an hour. It's not bad. Just trying to lose some of this little pudge I got in the middle here. Oh, what's my Amazon Alexa saying? Flash flood warning is now ending at 7:15. All right. Sounds like a me problem. All right, listen, you can do all your little Piplup stuff all you want. Doesn't make a difference to me. So I am just going to completely obliterate you. All right, let's not mess this up. Let's attach to you. Let's finally play this correctly. Let's put this down. Let's put you down. Let's get you down. I'm going to then Janine onto you and you. Boom and boom. I'm then going to Surge onto my Darkrai, like so. We're then going to bring in my Darkrai. And just because I can, I'm going to do that. Let's trade away my Poké Pad. Okay, we got a Lillie for next turn, like that. And we just Abyssai. Boom. Nice. That was fun. And we get an energy for our troubles. Very nice. You could play Petrel, so you could also use Team Rocket's Kangaskhan instead of Articuno. And y'all know how much I love me some Team Rocket's Kangaskhan, because I am the biggest Team Rocket's Mewtwo hater on the planet. I think that card is garbage. Shouldn't feel bad about copying decks. LDF and most, if not all, streamers get their decks from the same places we all do. Limitless. No, I understand that, Benjamin, but that's what I'm here for. You know what I mean? Like, everybody and their mama is out here copying and pasting cards from Limitless. It's like, yeah, it's nice that you bring light to these things, but at the same time, it's like, where's the originality? That's where I come in. And that's where you guys come in, because that's why you guys watch me. I know that's why you watch me, because you're tired of seeing the same decks being played over and over again. Chef Husky be loading his rifle right now. I'm dead. Oh, I'm dead. Okay. Just waiting here for them to release Mew 3. Yeah, right? I remember when the Koro magazine first came out and they showed Mega Mewtwo Y, everybody and their mother thought it was Mew 3. Oh my god, that was awesome. Those were the days, man. I remember I was a senior in high school when that happened. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I can actually take out this Genesect by doing. Actually, no, I have because of the stupid Full Metal Lamp. I was gonna boss, but now that doesn't work. Yeah, that doesn't work now. Damn it. I don't want to put the damage on it. I'm gonna just do this. And I guess we're just gonna Lillie. People don't want to see the 1 millionth Dragapult deck video. Yes, 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 Dad. Exactly. Exactly. You know how many times I go on LDF's channel or Azul.gg and they're playing the exact same Dragapult? I perfected Dragapult for the 5th time this month. Like, come on, dude. Like, nobody wants to play against Dragapult. Nobody wants to see you playing Dragapult. God. It's ridiculous. It's like the Jimmy Neutron meme. Team, this is the 3rd time this week you showed us Ultron. He's like, you're calling me out since I do cult videos from time to time. Okay, Joe, you're different though. At least you have your series that you do with your sibling. That's a cool idea. But like people like LDF and Azul GG, it's literally just them posting Dragapult. Like a little Dragapult here and there is okay. But like when it's like every week, it's like, come on. I changed one card in my perfected Dragapult deck and made it super perfected. Like, shut up. Go get a life. Go get a job. Even though this is your job. But you know what I mean. Okay, boomer. I added Dust Noir to my Dragapult deck, and now it's this. I added Blaziken to the Dragapult deck, and now, come on, dude. Give it a break. Nobody wants to see that card anymore. I know my buddy Vinny is like fuming right now if he's watching this right now because he plays Dragapult in tournament IRL. So I know he's fuming if he's listening. Sorry, Big Vin. Fair play. The new series is going to change things up massively for my channel. But Joe, I got to see this series. You've been hyping it up the whole stream. Just taking all my viewers. Thank you, Benjamin. I appreciate that. I try to bring something unique to you, to YouTube and to the TCG community, because I was the one who was fed up of seeing the exact same decks over and over again. And I follow pretty much everybody on YouTube because I can't get enough of TCG. For concerts, Casey's in the door. I make videos with. Realize you probably didn't know who Casey was. Okay, well, thank you for the clarification. It was much appreciated. You know what? We're just gonna enhance hammer because why not? Ooh, you gave me this guy? I'm gonna take this guy. Okay. Can I get another Darkrai? I can. You know what? Let's just start setting up another Darkrai, because why not, you know? Also, I like the name Casey. That's a nice name. I had a student I taught named Casey. He's a very bright student. Did I attach from hand this turn? I don't remember. I don't have any in the discards. Doesn't even matter. All right. Well, Zekrom, you're not doing anything this game, so I'm just going to discard you. Enhance Hammer again. I don't need it. I'm just going to Abyss Eye. Every way you can play Dragon. Although I did see Dragapult 2 Cannon in an online tournament. Come on, dude. Don't even, Joe, don't even say that to me, dude. Don't even say that to me. Now they're putting 2 Cannon in Dragapult? This is ridiculous. That's actually ridiculous. Next thing you're going to be like, I put Lily's Clefairy in Dragapult just for the lols. Like, come on, dude. Actually, Dad, that's actually not a false statement because I did read that children actually inherit their intelligence from their mother's genes, not their father's genes, which I think is very interesting, which explains a lot for me because my dad is a very hands-on person and I can't screw in a light bulb, so. Drag cannon incoming. Jesus. Ooh, okay, Joe. I just saw your message in Discord. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. I mean, your concept that you're doing on Tuesdays, I pretty much do as the content for all of my channel. I've seen that I used to talk the most serious about Dragon Ball, but I made somewhere Rogue Dragon Ball deck. That's pretty fun. Don't judge me. No, it's all good, Benjamin. It's okay if you make a Rogue deck because you're not posting it online every other day. You're good, brother. All right, now, here's my issue. I could bring in Darkrai, but it's not going to be enough because I don't have a confusion method. Never mind, I have a confusion method. See, I told you guys, I have a love-hate relationship with this game. I really do. We just won. Bring him back in. Let's Dark Bell you. And we just take him out. Never mind. What do you do? Prevent all effects of attacks. Brother, why don't I ever read? Why don't I ever read, brother? We just lost. We just lost. It's over. I'm going to start a YouTube now, JK. I like ran or fuck shop and Bill's cars. I couldn't do anything mechanical to save my life. I feel that. Insert graphic top deck. Okay. So now we know that Empoleon is yet another Pokemon we have to worry about. I thought this was going to do something, but no, that's for retreat. It's just his entire being that just counters us. For God's sakes. Maybe Darkrai is mid, guys. Maybe he... Why do we have to go through so many hoops just to make this thing work? Oh, Lord, he got the head on the confusion. There's 260. We'll survive with 2. I need a boss. I need a boss or a Lisia. Whatever her name is. It's like I make this stuff up. It's like I make this stuff up. It's like I make it up. It's like I make it up or something. Rare switches to Yu-Gi-Oh! After learning to not read cards. Yeah, seriously. Because every Yu-Gi-Oh! Player doesn't know how to read. Well, we still pulled out a W. That's ridiculous, brother. That's actually ridiculous. Have you played any other decks from the new Pitch Black? If so, what are your thoughts? Great question. Always happens to me too. So many ways Darkrai can be blocked. The power of the penguin. Imagine Empoleon with Bastiodon. Jesus Christmas. I don't even want to imagine that. To answer your question, Benjamin, I have been playing some Pitch Black decks. I played Mega Slowbro and I played the Ghost deck that we were talking about, the Ghost Veil deck. And now I'm working on Darkrai. Those are the only ones I've touched so far. Ooh! He's got a gold Darkrai. Very nice. So the only 2 decks I've worked on. I've also been working on a Malamar deck, which inspired me to do the Darkrai deck. But then we... Oh, and I've been working on this Armor Rouge deck, too. So that should be fun. I'm pairing it with Ethan's Typhlosion. But those are the only ones I've been working on. But right now, I just want to focus on Darkrai. I think I'm going to be live for another, like, maybe 2 games, and then we're going to call it a wrap for a day. But I don't know. Let's see. We got Empoleon. We got Mirror Darkrai. We got Rocky Energy. We have Festival Grounds. Jesus, it's like every which way from Sunday to block this Darkrai. Seriously. Yes, my friend Malamar. You guys don't understand how much I love that meme. And the fact that I actually brought Mega Malamar in Pokemon Champions all the way up to Master Rank is an accomplishment that I thought I'd never say. My title on Pokemon Champions is actually Malamar Admirer. I love Malamar. I think he's an underrated Pokemon. He literally is the bad guy of the Pokemon world. It's so cool. Okay, but now, back to the topic at hand. Do we think we actually need the Zoroark? Let's be honest. Can we just bring in the Brambleghast? I feel like that's not a bad idea. We could add a 2-2 line of Brambleghast, and then we could add 2 copies of the Time Gear. Do you play IRL at LGS? Not currently. I was supposed to go. I was supposed to go to a locals this summer with my friend, but I haven't heard from him, so I will get back to you on that. But I do plan on going. But I do have a deck IRL. I have a Mega Zygarde deck. Malamar has quite a hold on Rare. Rare blink twice if you need help from Malamar. You can't see because my face cam is not on, but I am blinking severely. Can you squeeze in a Dizzying Valley in Stadium? Of course I can. Absolutely I can. All right, here's what we're going to do. Let's get rid of Zoroark. Yes, the trade option was nice, but I don't think it was imperative to the deck. This feels more imperative to the deck, you know what I mean? And let's add the Valley. We'll keep in the Battle Cage only because I don't want to deal with Monkey Dory and Dragapult. So I think if we added Bolt Stadiums, it would be fine. I think that's much better. Oh, and we need the Time Gear. Nope. What's it called? Psychic. Hold on. Devolve? Yeah, this guy. Strange Timepiece. That's what it's called. What are we thinking? Like 2 copies, maybe? Then we have to get rid of somebody. Yeah. Unless we just get rid of Battle Cage, straight up. Get rid of Battle Cage. For now. Just for now. We have Enhance Hammer. That's for the Rocky energy. It's Rocky, no Balboa. How do we feel about this? Timepiece. Weren't you talking about adding a Team Rocket card? Yes! See how fast I forget? Team Rocket. The Hypnotizer. If the Team Rocket Pokemon this card is attached to is in the active position damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon, it is knocked out. Wait a second. Hold the phone here. What if, call me crazy, what if we just added Team Rocket's Mimikyu since it has free retreat and just attach this to Mimikyu? That's not a bad idea. Handheld fan, Team Rocket's Kangaskhan with Hypnotizer. Handheld fan. I don't want to deviate too much from what we already have. The other thing is I don't like that this is sleep as opposed to like poison or something, because you could very easily flip out of a sleep. You know what I mean? Because they could take out Mimikyu or Articuno or whatever Team Rocket's Pokemon. They go to sleep, that's all fine and dandy, but if they flip heads, then it's all for naught. You know, I just gave up a free prize card. That's why I'm a little hesitant about the Hypnotizer. We could try it, but I don't think it's our best bet. Let me see what other tools we have in the format. Because I'm very, very tempted to just bring in like a no retreat Pokemon. What do you do? Nope, that increases retreat cost. Handheld fan to move energy, but we already have the Enhance Hammer. Yeah, Hypnotize is literally just it. Damn. That's really it, bro? All right. We'll try the Hypnotizer. I think that sounds like a pretty good idea. Then I don't have to worry about, I mean, it's not the best idea, but I mean, Darkrai's not the best card. as we've been learning, so. All right, let's try this. Team Rocket's Mimikyu. I need 2 more. He has 78. Oh, yeah, and he has 60 HP. Chat, you could look for him with a Buddy-Buddy. That works too. Free retreat, 60 HP. I mean, it sounds pretty good on paper to me. It's just the fact that if they're asleep, is there a stadium that calls it like for sleep? No, it's just this. Damn. How many more I need? I need 1 more card, 2 more cards. All right, so we'll add an extra one of these. Damn, I really wish Arvin was still in the format. And we'll add an extra Mimikyu. Oh, not exchangeable. Well, that doesn't work. All right, give me this guy then. That's fine. And 1 non-4. All right, let's try that. Now it's kind of like LDF, but not really. Hold on, chat. Hold on. I can make the... We can make this even easier. Because no, we can't make this easier because he has 80 HP, so he can't be charged out with Buddy-Buddy. I was gonna say we could have used Numel. Oh, and he has a 3 retreat. No, never mind. I'm smoking reefer if I thought that was a better idea. Do you agree with you that sleep is the least effective stats compared to the others? Yeah. Team Rocket's Mimikyu for the first time, which I tried to squeeze into any Psychic Box deck. Yeah, I mean, I knew of Mimikyu. It's just I didn't know about the helmet. I mean, we could try it. It is definitely fitting that we put the Pokemon to sleep and then use Darkrai to knock them out because Darkrai is like the nightmare Pokemon or whatever. But plus Numel is only if it's hit. Exactly. Well, so is Mimikyu. If you use the helmet. All right, let's try it with the Mimikyu. Let's see how that works. It definitely takes up a lot less bench space than LDS Volcanion and Latias combination. Because Mimikyu does what Volcanion wants to do, sort of, kinda. Okay, come on. There you go. And if they flip tails on asleep, that's even better, because then that's just an opportunity for me to pull something else. Okay, we got something here. Let's get you. Get another Toxel, because why not? Let's put this onto you. And I guess we'll just pass. And use the Hypnotizer with a fun Team Rocket's Diglett Mill deck right after Trio rotated. Damn. I have a very soft spot in my heart for Dugtrio because Alolan Dugtrio really put my channel on the map because the fairy has joined the battle. How many views does that video have? Last I checked, it was at like 10,000 views. I gotta look. Yeah, my Alolan Dugtrio deck that put my channel on the map has 11,000 views right now, which is crazy. All right, let's get a Toxtricity. Oh, I forgot to take Zekrom out of the deck. Zekrom has entered the chat. It's fine. All right, let's get Darkrai. And honestly, do I need Petch? I kind of feel like I need Fez in case Toxel goes down, which I feel like he will. And if anything, we could bring Mimikyu in with his free retreat. I like to imagine you are rocking a Alolan Dugtrio haircut. Right? I am not, actually. I actually need a haircut. I actually have a very short hairstyle. I like to spike my hair. Blunder number 67, Q67 me. Brother, I'm always up for the memes. Zekrom to assert dominance is crazy. Yeah, absolutely. Zekrom is here just to assert dominance. All right, Mimikyu. Get ready to do your thing. And this is why I went with Fez. Flippity the skibbity. Jeez Louise, what the heck was that? What the hell is this? All right. Oh, it's my last Toxtricity. Mm-hmm. Unfortunate. Actually, I can knock this out. I can, and I will. Now that I have all these energies in my hand. Yeah, seriously, that was the worst flip the script ever. I mean, I'm going to make it work to my advantage as best as I can. But now that Fez has damage on him, I can use this to knock out Clefairy. That works. I mean, listen, the Darkrai has some merit to it. It's just, ugh, you know what I mean? Ugh. Oh, wait, chat, I just realized something. How are we supposed to get this Mimikyu into the active position? He's a psychic type. Whoa, why is my family group chat blowing up right now? Oh, it's not. I just clicked it for some reason. Okay, whatever. Let's get rid of that. Just because I don't want to see it. How are we going to get this guy out of the active position to get Mimikyu in? That's going to be my question now. That's going to be the question of the day. I'm actually like really tempted to just, oh wait, no, we could do this. I'm going to take 2 more prize cards. That works. And I have a Fez set up, so that's fine and dandy. I'm like overstimulated right now. I'm reading chat. I'm reading text messages. Like, I don't know what the heck I'm doing. Play Evelcol to catch for free retreat into Mimikyu? Possible. Would you look at that mean? Oh, here comes the secret box. Oh, joy. Oh, joy, Ren. Well, there was the Annihilate. So we know it's not going on the Darkrai. That's good. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about Mimikyu. I think it's more of a hassle than just the Brambleghast option. Because, yeah, he's got free retreat, but it's like, once Darkrai's in the active, I can't put him back in the active. That's the issue. Loss for weakness. Yep. So, moral question. If your opponent is playing Slowking, can you accuse them of slow playing no matter what they do? No, technically you can't. Speaking of slows, I have to work on my Slowbro deck, not the Mega, just like the baby Slowbro. That's another deck I have to work on. Oh, there's the Metagross. That means I'm dead. Wow. Love that for me. Okay, insert the Mimikyu. Yeah, there's too many good references, rings, the babies, and blood, etc. What is Darkrai's retreat cost? Would a balloon work? Yes, it would actually. He does have a 2 retreat cost. Maybe you're right. Maybe we just need balloons. All right, well, let's get Darkrai back in here. Let's attach an energy to him. Let's Lillie this energy back into the deck so I can surge it. Or just get it back. That's fine too, I guess. I should have an energy. I do. I have 2. Nice. Okay. I'm going to do that. Because why not? Let's flip the script. Bada bada boom. Jesus. We could retreat. Go into this guy. I just wanted to confuse him just to assert dominance. Should try the Water Relicanth. Super fun deck. I was looking at that too. Look, guys, there's so many decks I gotta try. I'm so excited to try. It's too late, Joe. I've already seen it. When a new set comes out, I read all the cards. I do. I don't always remember all the cards, but I do read them. All right, they got the Slowking back up. Do they have another stadium is the question. That is the million-dollar question. Oh, here comes a Lillie. Hold on. We might be onto something. So I want to hear. I want to hear victory, and then the little jingle goes off. Slowking comes in. Do they have something that will decimate my Darkrai? Where? Whoa, 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 whoa. Wait, you can't tell me you just so happen to put that on the top. What? Brother. Squeeze me? Squeeze me. Chat, you're seeing this, right? No, there's no way that was actually real. There's no way that was actually real. There's no way. They literally just had that at the top of their deck, just nonchalantly. They literally just lillied. They just lillied. It's not even like you can say, oh, they planned that. They planned. They went balls to the walls with that play and won. Excuse me? Go to Atlantic City real quick. Brother. Squeeze me? Oh, there's Relicanth. That actually got me tight. No, I'm not even doing this for a bit, chat. That actually got me tight. What even was that? That was indeed a crash out. Yes. A well-deserved one, as a matter of fact. All right, get rid of you. Give me the Bramblin. Back to 2 copies of you and 2 copies of you. Let's get rid of this. Let's do this. 2 of those. Get rid of Zekrom before I forget. And add a copy of Asshole. Okay. Seriously, Ben, that was some Hogwarts nonsense. Seriously. All right, I got, and after many experiments, we are back where we started. Poetic, exactly. Exactly. I think it just worked. I think we have time for one last game, and let's just see how it goes. I wanna go off on a win. Dude said, "Hey, I hear Rare is having a rough day with Darkrai. Watch me do this." Y'all are just trolling today. You guys are lucky I got thick skin. I could take a good joke. You know what I'm feeling tonight, chat? I'm feeling gyros after my workout today, or gyros. I think that's how they pronounce it in Greek. TCG is gonna have nightmares now of a Slowking getting Haxorus off the top deck. Seriously, brother, that's going down. Oh, I think this is a mirror match. You saw how their deck did the same effect that ours does? I think this is a mirror match. And this time, we've come prepared with the Brambleghast. What can we do here? Should I Janine, get an energy on Darkrai and Toxel, and then just call for family for 2 more Toxels? That's an option. That's certainly an option. And then I can Lillie next turn and increase my odds of getting something that I actually want since I'm thinning the deck in that manner. PCCGL is in a real place. Haxorus isn't real and can't hurt you. Haxorus isn't real. He can't hurt you, Haxorus. All right, let's call for family and get myself 2 more Toxels. Or should I get a Pecharunt? I only have 1. Honestly, I don't think I need another Tox. I think Pecharunt's fine. Why? Oh my god! I just put a second Pecharunt on the bench, brother. What am I actually? Okay, I literally have to go. What am I actually doing here? What am I doing here? This recording is not real. My life is a lie. I'm in the Matrix. I swear to God, I don't smoke. I don't drink. This is just my brain naturally. So could you imagine me if I actually took some type of like drug or something? I forget it. Forget it. Just I should just sell my channel at this point. Sit back, relax, and let your opponent put 3 prizes there. The dark weekends. TCG Crash Out Mark II. Actually, you know something though? Funnily enough, every time I mess up in today's recording, I seem to win. So hopefully this means we're going to win this game. The world's biggest Pecharunt. Wait, let me cook chat. Let me show you how good Pecharunt is. I gotta change the title of this video. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm done. Oh my god, look at this bench. Look at this guy's bench. Yeah, Terapagos is out. Latios is out. There's the boom. It's got me 4 big booms right about now. This guy's probably looking at my bench like, what the hell is this guy doing with 2 Pecharunts? I don't know, dude. I don't know either. You might as well. Might as well take the door. That's all that's left. Also, chat, if you know where that's from, you might as well take the door. That's all that's left. You're goated. Subjugating chains into Darkrai. You can't fetch into a fetch. That's very true. Oh, let's just do that. Let's get rid of your whole bench right about now. Probably gonna get rid of their hoots. You know, it'd be really nice right about now, chat, if I actually paid attention to my game. That'd be nice. You know, just a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't have any damage counters down, but I can still take out this Rotom, so I'm okay. I'm okay. Not mentally, but I am okay. If a Petch could Petch into a Petch, how much Petch could a Petch into? That's a good question. Honestly, that is a very good question. Here comes a Knockdown. No, Joe, you don't have to get videos done. You gotta stay here with us. Procrastinate more. Watch me mess up more. Because I know a Gardevoir is about to come in. I smells it. Oh my God, Benjamin starting a tube. Wow, everybody wants to be a non-Dragon Ball player like me. Oh. The way you perfectly said that without messing up is so impressive. Oh, we'll stay here. I'll just focus on editing. That's okay. All right, where is this Dusclops gonna explode? Pause? I don't know. Onto my Bramblin. Oh, I love that. I love how Bramblin only has 50 HP. That's so nice. At least I got a Night Stretcher. You do 50 for each energy attached to all of your Pokemon? That's fine. Are you weak to Dark? You are weak to Dark! Oh, I could one-shot you. Finally, something goes in my favor. 5, 10, 15, 20. Never mind. That's 200 damage. Nothing beats a Mega Gardevoir, and right now, they could swing for 200 pounds per person. Bramblin do just be a tumbleweed. He do be tumbleweeding, though. Everyone wants to be a non-Dragon Ball player like me. Kicks Dragon Ball 2 cannon deck. I have saved aside yours. Speaking of Rogue, I miss Woke Trio Mill. This format Mill is garbage. You know something? I've never been a fan of Mill archetypes. I played one Mill deck back in the day. I played the Wish Cache, and I showcased it on my channel. That was about the only Mill I've done. I'm mistaken. Okay, chat, you ready? Pecharunt's going to cook here. You ready? He's going to cook. Here we go. Pecharunt's going to cook here. Oh, wait. Just to be sure. We got to damage the other Pecharunt just to be sure. Yeah, see, Pecharunt did do something. He helped out Darkrai, see? It's totally not a waste. And you guys thought I misplayed. All right, what do we want here? Do I need a Dizzying Valley? I do not. I'm going to take one of these, and I'm going to take one of those. I think that sounds about right. And just for the hell of it, one of these. Now, Darkrai, you should be here. I'm not putting you down just yet. There is no need to. Now, I can very easily one-shot this guy with Dusclops. But why would I, when I could just do this? And just Abyss Eye. That gets the job done. All right, and we are down to our last prize card. I don't think they have a way to take 4 prize cards this turn. I could be sadly mistaken, but like I said, every time I misplay, I win. So, and maybe I'm not misplaying. Maybe I'm just like in a 4th dimension that you guys don't know about. I can see the future. Next run expanded right now. Yeah. Trio Miller is a Supreme. Mega Extra Drill with Bastiodon's a mill deck. Yep. Nope. Okay, cool. I think we got this one in the bag. They're just going to take all those prize cards. And guys, guess what? Pecharunt gets the final KO. Isn't that poetic? They conceded. They were too afraid of my Pecharunt's power. It still works in the end. It still works in the end. Wow. How close are we to ranking up? Oh, we're 1 game away from ranking up. We might as well do one more. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Cool. Is there a 60 HP Bramblin? I don't think so. I mean, if there were, I probably would have played it, but just to be safe. No, there is not. I never got to play it IRL, but I would love it. All right, let's do one more, only because I'm so close to ranking up. Also, I think it's safe to say we can make the main objective green. And then I'll give you guys my final thoughts and rundown on Mega Darkrai. To his therapist later, Slow King touched me, therapist. Show me where the evil Haxorus touched you. We know it was him instead. Oh my god. You guys are too much, I swear. You guys are too much. I love this community I've built. Oh. Also, chat, I got some new creatine today. So when I hit my big chest pump later, sheesh, that only Dad and Poképals will see because he's a Poképal, he's a Mega Poképal member. Not even just a Poké, he's a real one. He's a Mega Poképal member. Which means he gets face reveals and everything. Too much or just enough? Just enough. Oh my god! Oh my god! Look! It's the Ghost Veil deck. I'm gonna start calling it that from now on. The Ghost Veil deck. Wow! And I have the most BS hand ever. Wow! Love that for me. Trying to get on the creatine train. Heck yeah, brother! I mean, I have natural creatine in my post-workout protein, but it just isn't enough. And this hand is absolute garbage. Honestly, though, actually, it's not that bad. I could Buddy-Buddy here. I'm going to do that because I need to get I absolutely need to get my Toxels in play. So we can start getting some Toxtricities. And this might actually be just like the first game. I might have to just go in with Toxtricity. The only thing we're missing is Dark Bell. Seriously. We got the whole deck list in our hand, but Darkrai. Plays 60 cards, pulls 8, has old deck. What? Oh boy. I'm scared. I'm gonna have to talk to my therapist about this too, aside from the Haxorus. You could Abyss Eye the Legacy and take a prize, but that would feel awful in this matchup. Oh, for sure. For sure. For sure. Is Zekrom still asserting dominance? He is not! We should, you know what? We should just add him in here. Just because. Just to assert dominance is for always. Now, from now on, every rare TCG deck is just going to have one copy of Zekrom just to assert dominance. We stand by Pokemon White version in this chat. Forget Pokemon Black version. My decks have been a blast to watch. Well, I'm glad you're having a great time watching them. That means a lot to me. As long as you guys keep liking my content, I'm going to keep posting my content. And as long as we keep having laughs during live streams, I'm going to keep going live. How's that sound? It's the issue. You need him for the dominance and moral support. That's right. You know what? Now it's official. I have to get myself a Zekrom plushie at this point. I have to. Yeah, I got to sign up. I have to go on the PokemonCenter.com website and just get myself a plushie. And I have to get him like a little shirt from like Build-A-Bear that says like I assert dominance or something. That's it. That should just be the new mascot. Forget Grookey, my favorite Pokemon of all time. We should just put Zekrom. That's it. Zekrom is asserting dominance. Oh boy, another energy. What do I do here, chat? I have a KO, but he's got legacy energy, so like it doesn't really help me in this particular instance. I should just get myself another Toxtricity and then just Lillie. I think that's my best bet. Hopefully get a Pecharunt. I got a Pecharunt, but nothing else. Hold on. If I Petch the Tox, no. I guess we just take him out with Tox. I guess. No, I don't feel comfortable about that either. Because then I'm giving up my Toxtricity. I need that. I need that for my job. Let's just confuse the Bayonet. Now they're forced to retreat, which would give up their legacy energy. I feel like that was my best bet. I feel like it was my best bet. I don't know if it was my best bet. I don't know. Oh boy, 3 a.m. You guys have no idea how much my wife and I actually love SpongeBob. We actually bonded over SpongeBob. Our wedding had a SpongeBob theme, so we stand by the SpongeBob references and memes here. Oh boy, 3 a.m. Oh. It's a constant struggle in this house to get through a day without quoting SpongeBob. I'm glad that the mic sounds good when I'm live, because if not, I'd be very disappointed. It's just I have to figure out what's going on with the recording session, because it's like I use the exact same software that I use to record my videos as I do to go live. It's so weird. Maybe it's because it's going through YouTube directly and it's not because I have to edit the video or something. I don't know. I'm not an audio expert, I'm not an audiologist. I don't know. Wow, we got another Mega Poké Pal. Let's go. Oh, this is awesome. Thank you so much, Andrew. Congratulations on becoming a Mega Poké Pal. You are now access to some of the perks that only my members get, including the video which tells you what members get, which used to be a public video, but then I made it into an unlisted video. So I officially did, or blah, blah. I originally did that as like an advertisement for my channel, but then people were like, shouldn't this be an unlisted video? And I'm like, that's the point, but whatever. Don't watch a lot of SpongeBob, but my 3 favorite episodes are Driving School, Flying Dutchman, and when they curse with the dolphin noises. Hi, Squidward, how the are ya? Pretty good, SpongeBob. Pecharunt has a 1 retreat cost. That doesn't help me though, because I can't put Pecharunt in the active position. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna get rid of you and you. Get me something. That's nothing. Do that. Because what I want to do is I want to start attacking with Fez. I feel like that would be my best bet. But here I am again, unable to do that. Because I don't have enough energy. Because then I could go completely around this bayonet, you know what I mean? But I gotta energize this Fez, and I can't do that right now. Screw it. We ball. Rid of Fez. Give me another Fez. They don't want to get rid of that legacy energy, so confusing them was a good idea. Okay. But Mr. Krabs, he was number 1. What? There is no Smitty, Wilberman, Jiggerman, Jensen. Of course there is. He's buried out in Floater's Field. Which, by the way, goated name, Floater's Field. Come on. No, dear boy. You double talk to the one with energy, patch into it, and boss Delmise. I mean, I could have done that, but I like the idea of me going around the Bayonet and just causing mayhem. Listen, Zekrom isn't here, so we have to assert dominance in other ways, Joe. We have to show them we're not afraid. Do this one because I told you so. Because you told me to! It was peak. I still watch random clips from that episode. Another fire cartoon. Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy is another fire cartoon. George, the nachos made my poo-poo very stinky. For Fred Burger, for Fred Burger, for Fred Burger. Can I borrow this, please? Oh, thank you. For Fred Burger, for Fred Burger. Yes, Andrew, I did see your Mega Excadrill Steel Mill deck in the Discord. Thank you for that. Oh, Joe's leaving us. Now who's going to tell me how to assert dominance around here? Fred Burger. Okay. Fez, get ready to do your thing. Boss up the Delmise with an energy. And take out the Delmise with an energy. Because we hit for weakness when they're in the active. Yay, I did something right. Yay, a Mega Signal. I shall see rare TCG's reactions to the other deck I sent him. Okay. And I shall see all you later. Matcha Spin has to be one of the best spread decks I've seen. A bit more fun than a Delmise Turbo, in my opinion. You know what? I did the, when I did the Ghost Veil deck, I focused on the Delmise aspect of it, but I would like to make a deck just focusing on Sinistcha. That actually sounds like a pretty cool idea. Raggle Fraggle! Somebody help me! CG new Fez deck with Mega Darkrai. There you go! Let's go, baby! We got Pecharunt and Darkrai. We got Fez and Darkrai. We got it all, baby. We got it all. We do it up here. We do it all. Only issue you could run into is if they battle cage, so you'd want your own stadiums to bounce it. That's true. Like, I do have a battle cage in this deck I could use. Always gotta remember to Cruel Arrow. That's right, you always got a Cruel Arrow. You'd be crazy not to. It would be cruel for you not to arrow, honestly. Wow, and they just pass. Wow, they're not having a good time. They are most certainly not Freddie Mercury having a good time. And just like that, my Darkrai is complete. Just like that, my Darkrai is not complete. No. All right, well, I'm going to have to save this then. I'm just going to Cruel Arrow onto the... I guess the Sinistcha is the bigger threat here, so let's just take that out. Oh, wait, I just realized they're down to 2 cards. They might deck out. I'm not even paying attention to that. We could just keep this a strict... 2/1 prize deck right now. Oh, my friend. Are you really going to Dunsparce right about now? Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? This could get kind of sick nasty. You know what you could do, honestly? Instead of Delmise, you could just put a 2/2 line of Enzorwa and Enzorark and then use En's Castle as your stadium so that you can bump people's battle cages. That's actually not a bad idea. Oh, and they just decked out. Oh, I love that for them. They just decked out. He's going to try Spirit Tomb. He could try. It still won't be enough. That's only 4 prize cards at most. So he could very well try to Spirit Tomb. It's no skin off my nose. I think he knows he's lost. No, he can't get it. Even if he did get it, he was only getting at most 4 prizes. So the Mega Darkrai ends off on a win today. I love that. And that's game. I could be a complete jerk and just like end turn right now, but I'm not going to. I'm going to play this out like a good boy. And you know what? Just to assert dominance, we're going to Cruel Arrow the Baynet. There we go. Just to assert dominance. Yeah, previous did 4 of them. I got Bastiodon 3 times and now really enjoy control decks. I have another Bastiodon list that I'm workshopping that isn't the typical Ramparts. EX found it better. Okay. Let's put Darkrai in the active. Not that it matters, because we won. Woohoo! We won, ladies and gentlemen. Darkrai is not a total waste. He is still mega mid, though. And we rank up. Yay, we're now Ogerpon rank. We're so close to Arceus. What do I get for Arceus rank? I don't need any more of those. I definitely want more of these, though. You guys know how much I love my Brave Bangle. Probably one of my favorite cards that came out in recent packs. So a full art is nice. I definitely need you, because I'm making a deck around you. What do? You can only use this card when it's the last card in your hand. During this turn, your attacks do 80 more damage to your opponent's EX. Okay, cool. Actually, no, it's just not even EX. It does, if it's not an EX, it's 80 more. Oh, it's Brave Bangle on steroids. Cool. And Misty. That goes good with Wailord EX. I have seen that. Cool. Oh, and we get a Master Ball coin. That's so cool. I like that. All right, cool. So that's going to do it for today, ladies and gentlemen. A little shot himself in the foot with the Lillie. Yeah, he really did. He really did shoot himself in the foot with that Lillie. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for today's video and today's live stream. That was my Mega Darkrai take. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about it. We made a lot of changes today, and we ran into a lot of counters. I think we played the counters fairly well, but I don't know how I feel about Darkrai. I like him. I like what he could do. It's just there's a lot of things in the format that can counter him. So I can understand why people are saying he's probably not like the best card in the format right now. And I do have to agree now that I've played him for a bit, but it is what it is. I got a lot of other decks I want to get working on. I want to show you guys my little Armor Rouge deck I've been working on lately. Oh, of course. Thank you for coming to the stream, brother. This is the Armor Rouge card I've been working on. It has 1 attack while Flame Legion does 40 damage, but does 40 more damage for each of your bench Pokemon that have any fire energy. So I've been pairing it with Ethan's Ho-Oh with its Golden Flame, which allows you to attach up to 2 basic fire energy cards from your hand to one of your bench Ethan's Pokemon. And then you could pair that with Ethan's Typhlosion. It does fairly well. It's not a terrible deck. I'm still working out the kinks with it, but I think it's pretty good. I have the My Friend Malamar deck, which functions almost exactly like the Mega Darkrai deck that I just showed, but you know, pre-editing. So this is pretty much what we started with. And I have some other decks. I have the regular Slowbro deck I have to make as well and test and all that fun stuff. Glad I caught what I could of stream. Of course, working on one too. This Armrouge is sick. I know the Armrouge is a very clean card. Very excited to showcase that one. That's probably going to be the next video on my channel. So if you are new to the videos or new to me or my streams, don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss anything. Thank you guys so much for sticking around. I got to go get myself ready for the gym. I got to eat something. I got to see if my wife is awake and see if she wants to eat anything. And yeah, it's been a blast. Thank you guys so much for sticking in. When is my next live? I don't know. Tomorrow I'm going to be busy. Thursday, maybe Thursday. I got to drop my wife. Actually, no, Thursday. I'm probably going to have to stay with her. It's Thursday. My wife has to take her car in because somebody fucking bumped into her bumper. I can't believe I just dropped an F-bomb. That was my intrusive thoughts talking. Bumped into her bumper and like took the bumper off. So now I gotta go get that fixed. More money I don't have. Boy. So on Saturday I'm maybe Friday we'll do another live. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today. Thank you guys for sticking in. Maybe come through on Friday. I might have another stream going. We'll see. But until then, I will be working on other videos and I should be posting later in the week. But thank you guys for sticking in. I love you guys, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace!